Hello, I'm Micks Mowers, man, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on a Cobra Lawnmower that I sold either last year or year before. It's come back in because it's now failing to start. He said when you do get it starting, it doesn't run off a choke, and also the pull cord is a bit dicky in regards to you just pull it and nothing happens. So he said, can you get a little bit of a looking over, because he's a bit of a commercial guy, and he said he wants it ready for the season. So I'm not sure whether he's just got it out his shed and it's not starting. I have no idea what's up with it, but we'll get up on the bench, have a quick little look, so that'd be good. Whilst we're getting on and down and dirty, I bought myself an air filter, which is for the mount field with a roller. That's just turned up. I was not supposed to be till Friday, and today is Wednesday. Someone's bought off my Amazon wish list. Someone's bought me 2 tins of WD-40, but there was no name in the parcel. So if that was you, please leave me a little message down in the message section and say thank you very much indeed. And that has come off my Amazon wish list. Yes, I have an Amazon wish list. If you want to take part in that, then just hit your link down below in the comment section, and I've got some tools and bits and pieces there. But I've got another little parcel turned up. Now this has come all the way from Canada. Absolutely brilliant. I shan't say where it's come from in Canada, but it's come from Canada. It just turned up this morning. So in here, my dog's just sat down there chewing something. I've got, let me just sort out what my dog's doing. My dog is doing something. What are you chewing, dog? You're chewing something, I know, yeah, so you spit it out so when I come near, don't you? You little pickle. I've got myself an Eliminator Performance Small Engine Repair True North woolly hat. That'll keep the old grey matter nice and warm. Because I've never asked for a hat off of Wayne or Jake. They just sent it out of the goodness of their heart. I've never even once mentioned the fact I would like to have a hat, but obviously they're just thinking of me, and you know they'd like to do it. So I've got a little love letter here and all, and it's in pink as well. It says here, Mick, sorry this took so long. Don't know what you're talking about, Wayne. I've never asked for a hat. I've got some CB stickers, some EB stickers, a choke, which is the hat, and a tenner for Riley Boy. Wayne and Jake at EMP. So in here will be, I got a 10 Canadian dollars, which is about 7-8 quid, I suppose, 7 quid for Riley Boy. So I'll get that changed up, and we can go and get something for Riley Boy. I've also got myself an EMP sticker from Eliminator Performance from Jake and from Wayne, and a Chubby Butcher sticker there. So Chubby Butcher, he does a little bit of small engine stuff, but he also is a Chubby Butcher, and he makes banging burgers and meals. So go and check out my man Chubby Butcher, and leave a comment in his comment section to say that Micks Mowers and man have sent you, and the very, very same for my good friends over at EMP. So go and support some fellow YouTubers who are trying to make content for you guys and girls out for entertainment. I should get that converted up, Wayne, and we shall go down to probably B&M and get Riley Boy something to eat, a little treat for him. No doubt he wants a dinosaur egg for £35, which won't be enough, but there you go, that's what Riley Boy's like. So cheers, guys, much appreciated. And then in here, this little box here, this is something I purchased all by myself. This is from L&S Engineering. Just keeping an eye on my dog, because she likes to chew at the moment. I think her teeth are getting a bit of jip. I've got myself a steel auto bob head for that FS40 I picked up the other day, and also I've got the grass deflector guard as well, so I'll try and get a video done on that today if I can. And that'll bring me up to date. So I've got loads and loads and loads and loads of videos coming your way. Trust me, my garden is filling up. I've got 2 more bits of kit in my van that I picked up just this morning, so I've got more videos than you've had hot dinners. It's as simple as that. So keep an eye out, videos coming very, very soon. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty. With my EMP hat on that I never asked for. I didn't even mention it. We're going to get this Cobra Lawnmower straight in. The pull cord a bit dicky, apparently, and also failing to start, and when it does start, it won't run off a choke, so could be a simple fix. Let's get on to it. Okay, so it's on the bench. I've taken the air filter off, air box off as well. It's absolutely covered in stuff down here, so it's not really been looked after to a degree. But there you go. Looking at the throttle up the top, if I put it to choke, which is going to be all the way that way, I can see the machine is not actually choking because the throttle cable is actually broke. Let me just show you that quick. Let me just bring you on in, show you what I found. So up here, you can see my throttle assembly is broke. It's what I call debrunked. So that's how it is. So I need to get a new throttle box for that because that ain't doing nothing. All the time that ain't doing nothing. And the machine's not going to start. So that'll be that first. So I'm going to get a Phillips screwdriver, take that off. Hopefully the cable will be okay. Need to find myself a donor one of those. So give me 2 seconds. Right, so I've managed to find a throttle control. That work? Yeah, that works. So hopefully we can get all that to work as it should do. Just got to take this apart. And there'll be a little tiny wheel inside here and a cable. So I'll take the cable off. That wheel comes off of there. Like that. It goes like that. Put it back together so you don't forget which way round it went. That can go for a burn. I'll keep hold of that. It's just a spare cable. So now what I'll do is now come up to the top here and I'm going to remove the cable from this end because I need the cable, but I don't need the box, if you understand. So let me go up the other end. I'll come back to you in 2 seconds. Okay, so back up the top now. So this cable's good, okay? So we want to keep that. But I want to remove this throttle box itself. That's one that's broken. So this is just the part I've got for donor is off of a Quocast cylinder mower, which is no good. It's a parts machine. I'll get rid of all this stuff. I'm losing the bits whilst we're mucking about. There you go. See, my old throttle cable has stayed on tack. Look, that was fixed about 2 years ago. That was, so that's done. I've got to remove that that cable there. It's not quite right. It's come out. That's better, right? So take the nuts and bolts out, and all I want to do is I just want to remove all of this casing, take it apart, because that's all that's broke. So I can now remove that cable out. Now you want to keep those because these go onto the mount field as well. They fit the mount field one. So keep hold of those. Don't throw them out because always the mount field gear levers that break. So now I've got my new donor, which the cable will fit in there. I think it will fit in there. We'll make it fit in there if it don't. Yeah, that'll fit in there. I'll attach this to the wheel. That goes on. Put that into there. And then just sit that cable into position. That goes into there. That sits into there. And then get me other side of it, which would be that one, I think. Oh, keep it all in, Mick. I don't fall down and jump out on you. That's it. Make sure it fits in there nice and tight, because you don't want it to come apart on you. Something like that, and then there you go. That's working lovely. So that can go back up to there. We can get our bolt. Push that through the dead man. Get a little tiny nut. Now this has taken no more than 2 or 3 minutes. I'll have to check it first, make sure it actually does actually work. Don't do that too tight, guys, because they like to snap on you if you do that too tight. It's got to be relatively tight just to hold stuff together. There you go. So now the question is, does it choke on the other end? Let's go and find out. Okay, I've got it zoomed right into the choke flap just here. Now, at the moment, the choke is it's off. Okay, choke's off because the butterfly is facing me. When I pull that choke lever around, hopefully that butterfly inside here will actually turn. That's the idea. So let's have a quick little look. Pull it open. On the choke. There you go, choking. Fully choking. So now we've got a fully working throttle cable. That's good, we like that. I'll get a little bit of oil as well just to help it along, but that's all working as it should do. So the question is, will the machine actually start? Let me just zoom you out, and we'll just have a quick little fire up. Nothing too taxing. Just a quick little fire up, because apparently I think he said it would only run. It would only run and stay running on choke. I think that's what he said. So let me just position you there, bring it down. Sorry about moving the old camera. I don't like doing that, but I don't want to cut the video because otherwise you guys think I'm mucking about the video. The amount of comments I get say, "Oh yeah, you rigged that." The power of editing. Right. So what's that? That's off choke. So yeah, onto rabbit. That's right. That's right way around. Let's pull it out of touch and reorganise you guys just so you can see what's going on. Find yourself there, pippy poodles. No tipping over my tripod. Right, let's have a quick little fire up then, see what we get. See if it'll start. And they call it puppy love, love. Let's see what we get. Let's put the pull cord up here. Dead man's in. No, nothing. So, any fuel in there? Yeah, fuel in. We're choking. HT on, Mick? Yep. Yeah, it's all on. Might just want a bit of a bigger pull, maybe. Let's find out. So that's currently on choke. So off choke, I don't want to know. So we have a carburetor issue. It doesn't want to start again now. Yeah, the second you take that choke off, the machine don't want to know. It's not starting brilliantly either, so we don't have a carby issue. So let's get the carby off, cleaned, and back on. Right, so we're going to remove the carby off of here. So I'm going to remove the two 10mm bolts that are holding, nuts that are holding the carby airbox on. I'm going to grab myself a magnet tray of some description to put the bits and bobs in. I'll remove the airbox, crankcase breather pipe can come out as well. Get rid of that. I'll get a pair of fuel hose clamps because I'm going to be, the tank has got fuel in it, so I want to get that stemmed off so it doesn't leak everywhere. Fuel hose clamps. I'm going to there, somewhere at the back here. That's right out the way. Lock that off. I might have to use a pair of forceps. That may still leak yet. Right, so we're now going to remove the fuel line. I've got a pair of fuel hose clamp removals to do that, so we don't actually break the fuel line itself. There it goes. There it is. A little bit of fuel coming out, maybe. Yeah, I might get a pair of forceps on there. Just a little set, just to hold that up. Those clamps are a bit not good enough for these small fuel lines. Try that. See how that goes. That should be better. Just get a rag in there to soak some of that petrol up. Good show. Right, so we're going to remove a choke. I've got a choke to remove. That's a design. Give me the whole choke as it comes in. Might do. Oh. Yes, it will. Good. So take the little gasket off and then tip that carburetor up onto its side, forward towards you guys. Sort of one movement. Oh, I don't want to come out. Very along those pliers in there, then get you out first. That's it. Take that spring off. Carburetor tipped up, out and over. And there's our carby. So let's get this carburetor cleaned up and see what's going on inside there. Okay, carburetor cleaning time. Let's find the impact. Let's see what we got. Undo the overflow on the side first. Give that a zap and then undo the main one at the bottom underneath. 210mm. Oh, that was loose. Why was that loose? Oh, Mr. O-ring. Strange. Looks really clean in here. So if that's really clean, why is it not starting? And I mean, it looks really clean. Though it could just be the pilot jet that's actually blocked. But why was the carburetor bowl nut loose? So I found my carburetor screwdriver. I've been looking for this for months. Months and months and months. I made it myself. Well, I didn't make it, but you know, manufactured it. Because it is just literally just as easy as that. You only find a screwdriver you just trust. You trust a screwdriver. It's a good fit. Finally found it after months and months and months of trying to locate it. So this could be just a really, really quick and simple clean. Yeah, that came out too easy for my liking. I think someone might have a little play in here. I'm gonna push out the emulsion tube. That came out too easy too. I think someone's been in here, is what I think. I'm also going to remove this little tiny screw just here on the side. Just here. I'm going to remove that one because there's a little tiny slow running idle circuit in there. I want to get that out and all. If I get that out and drill that out as well, it's just underneath here. See, it's here, look, just here, little tiny piece. If you just literally just get a hold of that and just ease that up with a screwdriver, gently, gently, just take that out. It is there. Look, I'm going to drill that one out as well. Okay, so that's pretty much the carburetor broken down into bits, right? Now all I want is my trusty gas tip cleaners, a pair of them, and I also want my thumb drills as well, and I want the smallest one money can buy. Some WD-40 because we all know Micks Mowers uses WD-40 and doesn't use a lot of carburetor spray. Let me find a straw to fit that. So those new WD-40s, ones I got in at the start of the video, these ones, if you keep your carburetor spray nozzles, they fit these. So if you don't like the straws, I hate these straws, you can use the carburetor cleaning nozzle to fit that, to put you back onto a small straw again. So little tip for you. Right, what we're going to do first off, a quick little clean through then. Anywhere where there's a hole, spray it. Simple as that. Anywhere where there's a hole. Lovely. Must be there. They don't fit brilliant, Mick. I thought they fit better than that. That's good enough. What I need is cleaning. So if there's a hole, stick it in and clean it. I might change it back over. I thought that was a good little hack that was, but that's not as good as I thought it was going to be, Mick. Where did that other WD-41 go? There it is. I'm going to stay with this one for now because we don't always fit in the hole. That's better. Good. Yeah, lovely, baby. Beautiful. Right, so now I just want to double check and inspect the main jet. The main jet is okay. There's not a lot wrong with that. It's not plugged, so it could be the slow idle circuit that's actually blocked. It could be the spark plug, but I doubt it is. I very much doubt it's a plug doing it. So we're just going to rim this main jet out. This main jet, as I say, was not bad. So Quick little rim job. Lovely. I'm going to inspect that. Yeah, that's nice. And we'll give the old emulsion tube a quick little blow through as well. See what that's doing. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice, that's running. Just check them all. Yeah, that's running. Yeah, they're running. Yep, lovely. And then just my slow idle circuit to be drilled, because that could be the one that's actually causing a problem. So you want to get the thinnest thumb drill they do. On my set, it's a pink set. And in here is a little tiny hole. Just drill that in there. And you'll be surprised, you'll be really surprised how small that thumb drill is. But you eventually, once you drill it, you can just push this in and it will go, okay? But I had to screw that in there, so you'll be surprised how much dirt actually is in there. Very small amount, but it then will run properly. So, right, carburetor's cleaned. There wasn't a lot of problems with it, to be fair. So I'm going to put in my slow idle circuit first. There's no excessive dirt in there. I can go back in. Give that a little tiny push down, Mick. That's down. Put a little screw in behind it. And that doesn't feel quite right there, Mick. That doesn't feel like it went down. To me. Give that another clean off, Mick. Look, my hands are dirty. Not no dirty holes. Never put it in a dirty hole. My dad told me that. God, why don't that want to go down? That's weird. God, really strange. It's like it don't fit anymore. Aha, Mr. O-ring, behave yourself. O-rings. No, I don't think O-ring has had. No, O-ring is there. O-ring looks good. It don't seem to want to sit down. We may have to get a bit of forceness. Let's see what it does in a minute once I get this screw in. That screw will hold it in place. Just gonna see how much got going through there. Yeah, it's gone down. That should be okay. It's gone in, so that's good. Float needle back in. I put that on. That's good. Quick little clean. There's some of this muck. And then put my emulsion tube in. Put the main jet in. Make sure it's the right way out, guys. Screw that down. That's all good. That's in. Now, for some reason, that main jet bowl nut, that bolt was loose. I don't know why that was loose, but it was. That generally tells me somebody have been in. Because it wasn't as loose as what I've just tightened it up. That I do know. Right, that's now all on. Hopefully, that'll be golden. So we're going to put it all back together. I'll put my choke on first. Let me bring you guys around a touch. No point cutting the video. Choke on first, that way around there. So choke is the nearest one to me, to you. Put your choke on. Slide it into place. And then slide your throttle arm on, and there's a little tiny spring. Your spring must go on too. Don't forget your spring, guys. That's quite important. if you can ever see it. Come here. My word, my word. Add it there. Come here, Mr. Spring. Stop evading me. Oh, my word. There it is. Right. That all goes on. Little gasket to go on there, flat side down. We're happy with that. Fuel line goes on. We're happy with that. Remove my clamps. I'm going to test for fuel leaks whilst it's just sitting there, doing nothing, and then I can just put my air box on. Do up to 10 mils and we're good to go. And we'll go outside, try and fire it up, see how it gets on. The pull cord assembly just wants an all up, but a bit of a clean up. That's all it wanted because it's just a bit dirty and a bit dusty and grimy. That is the only reason why it wasn't working. So that's working fine. So hopefully now we might have cured this little carburetor problem. Take it off a choke mic and we'll be good to go. So let me get it fitted back together. I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. Right, there's the Cobra. Let me just get you guys leveled up and then find my grass box for it. Remember, this guy wanted this back today, so that's quite handy Harry. That's back today. I've got another one very similar to do on this, on this mower, on my mower. It's a Mountfield. Very, very similar indeed. Slightly different engine though. Right, so originally this one, it wouldn't. I didn't want to start initially, and also. It wouldn't run off a choke, that's the main problem. And the pull cord was a bit dicky, but I just took it off and just cleaned it, that's all it needed. So let's have it onto choke then, all the way forward. Dead man in. I want to stay running when I move it off of a choke. So that's on choke, off choke, power drive. So that's choke. Happy, carburetor clean, and just a bit of a new throttle up here, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's a Cobra Lawnmower now all up and running. It runs on and off a choke. The throttle box has now been replaced with a donor one off of a Quokar cylinder mower. That works fine. Pull cord was also taken out, cleaned up, just a bit of oil, and that works fine now because the pulls weren't coming out when you were pulling it, so no drama there. It could do with a service, to be fair, but it's not in for service, it's only in for repair, so that's the way it goes. It'll probably come back in again in a couple of months when it's due a service. I haven't serviced it for a little while, so it hasn't been serviced, that I can tell. And somebody was also in that carburetor, I believe, because that 10mm bolt nut was way loose, so I think someone's been in having a little look in there, but it is what it is. It came to me to be fixed, and I fixed it, so there you go. If you like this episode of Micks Mowers and Mower Man, hit the subscribe button and whack the old bell, set your notifications to all. That way you'll be told next time I upload another video. I look forward to this episode of Micks Mowers very, very soon, but until then, guys and girls, much more importantly, take it easy.